specifically on Sutton. So does the same thing apply? He was at Memphis. He knows the offense, and we've seen him kind of move up to the front of the drill line sometimes. What can you say about Sutton and maybe his leadership and his knowledge of the offense?
He's a pro. He's a professional. He understands everything that's going on, and he did a really good job with those guys in the room. Being a new person, he pulled them along. Not so much pushing them and letting them know, hey, I'm coming to do this. And no, we're going to do it together. And I think that's really big when you start talking about a running back room, because we're going to need a lot of guys. We're in big time football. This is the SEC. It's not just going to be one person. We have to run tough when it's tough to run. So we're going to need a number of guys to do these things, the things that we want to do. And I think Sutton's done a great job of being a quiet leader. He's not a rah-rah guy, but he's going to be everywhere on time doing the things he's supposed to do and how he's supposed to do it.
For both of you guys, the turnover margin was really, it hurt Arkansas last year. Can you talk about maybe, is that something, how often you stress it? Can you talk about how you stress it? And then Morgan, you too?
I think the biggest thing is that's the number one thing. We own the ball. We talk about that over and over. We have the ball security. You hear us out there time, no matter who has the ball, if it's a tight end, a running back, a receiver, quarterback, we stressing you have to own the ball, because that's the most important thing. The ball is the most important thing. You're carrying everything in your hands at that time, and it doesn't matter until it matters, and we all know that. So we continue to stress those things and talk to those guys about it, and it's how we train. We train like that over and over about owning the ball.
Yeah, we're doing drills every day for it. It's a big emphasis. If anyone in the staff room sees a loose ball, we're calling it out. We're pointing it out. It's painted up in our team room on the offensive side. Own the ball. It might have even been before all in. So it's a big emphasis, and we're going to make sure we keep it tight all the time.
I'm not sure if the tight ends had a fumble.
I don't believe so.
Last year.
I was wondering where the, interest started with Lockwood, how he was identified, and what led to him ending up at Arkansas.
Just a lot of time going through all the portal entrants. I knew of him coming out of high school when he went and signed with Alabama. But then just pretty much every name that was going in the portal, I was watching film on it and liked what he was doing and went from there.
How did that conversation start with him,
Just reaching out and see the interest and what he's got going on. And if you got him out on a visit, things happen fast in the portal. So it's like, hey, you got interest. I like what you're doing. Talked kind of about the offense and what we're building here, and got him out on a visit, went from there.
Obviously, there's a lot of turnover now with college football, and especially with this team. I think you guys only brought back 26 scholarship guys, but several of the running backs. What was it about Braylon and Markalen and who am I leaving out? Cam Settles, that you kind of identify? It's we want these guys part of the team, part of our program.
The number one thing, obviously, the athletic ability and different things like that, but they want to be here. You have to want guys who want to be here. And immediately when I met with them and Coach met with them, they understood the vision and what we were trying to go with the program. They immediately signed back. So when they signed back, before I even went to the portal, I went to each one of their houses. I drove to their houses, meet with their parents, and sit and talk with them, because at the end of the day, it's about relationships. Mm-hmm. And they understood exactly, what we wanted to do, where we were trying to go. So I wanted them to feel wanted. I didn't want it to just be no lip service. So at the end of the day, I went, drove to them, to their houses, met with their families, and told them exactly what we were going to do. Hey, listen, we're going to have to get 2 other guys out the portal to help us out, because we need to have and they say, Coach is good. I didn't want them to see it on the internet and different things like that. So once they saw that and they understood where we stand, so that was one of the big things. Those kids want to be here. They're going to be a part of us getting to the next level.
Obviously, Sutton makes a lot of sense coming to Arkansas from Memphis, but I'm curious about Jasper. What was he looking for when he entered the portal, and just how did that develop? And is there any background, any history that you had with him?
Yeah, Jasper's from New Orleans. I've been knowing him since the 8th grade. One of the top players in the playground on the West Bank in New Orleans. Really smart kid, tough kid, 4.0 student. So I've been knowing him for a while, and I offered him at the other place. But at the time I couldn't take him. I already had 2 other guys, and we needed a big back. And immediately once he went in, it was a no-brainer for us. And obviously everybody was recruiting him, but we just wanted our opportunity to show him exactly where he fits with us. And that's the number one thing I think right now, even with so many kids transferring, whether you fit and whether does it feel like family.
What do you think that was his process? Why he entered the portal? What he was looking for out of it?
I think he had so much going on at the other school, just wasn't sure at the time. Think they had a few coaching changes and different things like that. So, I think it worked out for us. Really good young man. I think he's going to be a really good player. And he's still young. He's only his second year of college.
Morgan, I know a lot of attention is on Jaden Platt, but you also got Maddox Lassiter back from last year. Kind of how has he developed? And he was used a lot as a fullback. I don't know how much that's going to be used in this offense, but how is he as a tight end?
He's doing a good job. He's learned it. He's picked it up really well. He's continued to work on getting that footwork right because it's a little bit different being off the ball and lead blocking on someone than making sure you got perfect first two steps to get fit up on that block. And he's working to have that footwork down, hand placement and all that stuff. But, whether he's going to be in the backfield or on the ball, he's still going to be that physical guy who's going to run well, catch it. And it's fun seeing him continue to grow every year that he's been here.
I know he's not in your room, but you've been here as KJ Jackson's kind of evolved, and now he's competing with AJ, obviously, for a starting job. Just what have you seen from him as he's grown throughout his college career?
The whole time he's been here, he just continues to grow and embrace that leadership role that comes with being a quarterback. And you could see the confidence he has. Because he's put in the work, he's studying like crazy. And guys look up to him as a leader, part of that position, but he's embraced it too. All the quarterbacks are working, get the guys together to go throw and all that stuff. And they've been doing a good job.
I was curious your opinion on Coach Silverfield. I guess you knew him a little bit he said he knew you from Stanford stuff, but what do you feel like has put him in the position that he's in now to be a head coach? And I'm also curious your impressions on him. What makes him a good coach and why you think he'll have success here?
First, he's a leader. The guys want to follow him. They want to do what he says, and then he's going to hold them accountable to the standards he has. And it's not in a demeaning way, a punishing way. It's like, hey, we're going to help you reach your goals. And he is making sure every single day that we don't let up with that. And so the guys, they see like, hey, we're trying to get better here. He's pushing us to get better. And they respect him for that. And you could see it the way they're working.
And I think that's the biggest thing my coach said. He's a leader. He's a leader among men. He understands exactly what he wants to do. And he's going to do it his way. That's the one thing I do like. He's doing it the way with his personality, how he wants to do things. And the kids can read through that. Once you being yourself and you holding them accountable and kind of help them get to the next level, that's one thing that really stands out to me, him being a leader and doing it the way he wants to do it.
We haven't asked you about Gavin Garrettson. What do you expect from him after a redshirt season?
Just some growth. Continue to grow. He's physical. Really good in the run game. He's improving in the pass game. He's picking up the offense. So it'll be good to see once we get pads on how he comes along because he's shown he's not scared. He's going to be physical. We're playing full speed, doing some good things out there.
You mentioned that you knew Coach Silverfield when he was the offensive line coach. Did you have an inkling when you first met him or been around him that he was a guy that could be a successful head coach like he has been?
I think you see it immediately, and there was something that, you can see that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to put himself in position to be a head coach. And when he put himself in position, he's been successful. That's one thing you can't argue about. He's been all in with the things he wanted to do. And to me, I'm just proud to see him in his position, doing well. And that's why I wanted to make sure I kind of help him get to the next level, whatever he needed.